Well, these guys, you saw it.
It was submitted to us, and we just loved it right off the bat. So we knew we were putting that in the festival right off the bat. And it played a lot of film festivals.
Yeah.
And so we feel that any festival that had it submitted saw the genius that we did. So it was very accessible to
And the game plan for me was not to put it in a film festival. What I wanted to do is I wanted to just make a short film. I already wrote the script. But I figured I'll shop this around and see if I can get a studio to pick it up or someone to pick it up. But what ended up happening was my DP said, let's start putting it in festivals, we'll get some attention. And I was afraid, and luckily for him, he talked me into it. So yeah, that was, I think we got into about 60 festivals and as an official selection, but we won 34 awards, and then we won right before Wes Craven died, he actually picked our film, and we won that award at the Catalina Film Festival.
And that's incredible. I mean, especially since you originally didn't even want to submit it.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is you're gonna ask the audience a couple of questions, and we're gonna give them some prizes. The first thing we're gonna give them is this awesome gift bag, which includes many Blu-rays from Scream Factory, Arrow, but one of the Blu-rays is in there is the collector's edition of Madhouse, which was shot at the Kehoe house in Atlanta.
I was there.
Yes. Any relation?
I think they're dead. I don't know.
So let's get the bag. And let's ask the audience about a question about the film, and make sure to raise your hand. And if you won this bag, please don't raise your hand again.
So, and if you don't get this, I'll ask another question. What school did the girls go to?
He raised his hand first.
Ithaca.
Yeah.
Here you go. So now we're gonna have another question. The second question is gonna win this Hatred poster signed by Michael.
All right, I'll have to come up with something twister here.
Where were you born?
Yesterday.
I know the answer to that.
This might be, I don't know. Which one of the girls died first? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'd say Alice died first.
Bingo.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause everybody, when I asked that question before, they all said,
You can collect it on your
Alicia.
leave when you're on your way.
Yeah.
Can you let the audience know when the film will be available, when the Hatred will be available?
Yeah, the film will be out on September 12th. It'll be on Blu-ray and DVD, and then about 90 days later, it'll be out on Netflix. So you'll get to see that. And to tell you the truth, I wrote a prequel to this, which is really not a conventional prequel because it's a high adventure, and it's about the Knights Templar. And one of the things, it's about, this SEAL team of Knights Templars who have to save a child who's kind of like a soothsayer, maybe like Nostradamus in a sense. And he draws all these things. And one of the missions of the Knights Templar is to collect these relics. And one of the things that they say in the beginning of the movie, it's World War II, and they're talking about these relics. Then you cut back to the 11th or 12th century when this happens, and then at the end, the Nazis find this thing, and that's how I started. That was originally beforehand, but I couldn't afford to, make a $100 million movie before I did something like this.
What's also great about this DVD Blu-ray release, and it's special for us, is this is going to be the first DVD Blu-ray that actually features the Popcorn Frights laurels as a official selection on the back of the cover.
Yeah, and I gotta say this, which I think is really important. Both Igor and Marc have put their heart and soul into this festival. I'm not, I'm gonna say this. They don't make any money off of this. They put everything into the festival. They support the filmmakers. They do it for you, for this. So every dime that you put into it supports this with O Cinema. And I think that's one of the great things with this. And when I found out that we were winning, we got the laurel from just being an official selection, the first thing I did was call Lionsgate and said, I don't care how many laurels we get. The one important laurel to me would be Popcorn Frights.
Thank you so much. We wish you all the success with the film.
Mark, the posters.
Oh, we gave away one of the posters. You know what? We have a second poster, and I'll ask you a trivia question. And you gotta raise your hand. So the film is called The Hatred, right? What was the short called?
Hush.
Oh, dude, you can't do that. You
And
can't
I give my prize to her.
Let's do another question.
Let's do another question. All right, here we go.
Well, you know the DVD will have behind the scenes as well as a commentary that we did to explain a lot of the things in the film. If you get a chance to see that. So.
You gotta raise your hand for this one just to make sure you were paying attention. What date is the DVD and Blu-ray being released? Raise your hand. Yes, you in the black shirt.
September 19th.
No. You, sir?
September 12th.
There you go. He got the second poster. We want to thank Michael for coming out here and sharing his film with us, the random of us. Give him a round of applause.